Good morning, this is Angela Thoma with Dogwood Paper Arts, and I am back with the Favorite Recipes Journal. And today we are making our second to the last pocket for our signatures. Remember, you need to make one pocket for each of your signatures. This is another using up your book pages pocket. And it is very simple, very quick. Let me pull these out. So you can see on the back here that I have used a full page of a full sheet of paper. Now my paper measures, I gotta turn my other light on. 6 inches. Oh, this one is 5 3/4, and it is 9 inches long. All I did was fold this up and crease it, and then I did a 1/2 inch on both sides. Well, let me get rid of this. Uh-oh, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, don't sneeze right now, Ange. We're busy. Rub your tongue on the top of your roof of your mouth. That kind of helps. It helps ice headaches go away. I know that. Okay, now let's score these at 1/2 inch on this side. And let's see, let's go there. We want to score it right about here on this side, so that the pocket measures about, we can cut some of this excess off. And I'm going to turn this way so that the ragged edge is at the bottom. And this pocket ends up good, the same size as the other one, which is 4 1/2 inches. That'll fit good in our book. Then what I did was on top of that, I have to make sure I'm doing this right. I believe I folded it in half again. And go ahead and glue that one closed. And then we need to cut it to match the size of this. Now on this part, it's just a slide-in pocket. I didn't make hinges on it. So I'm going to cut it off right about here. My table's a mess. I apologize for that. I'm going to line this up on the line here so that I get it straight, because it seems to be off just a little bit. And I missed that little piece there. Oh, I've got to start this. There we go, 1 hour. Okay, Then I kind of figured out how deep I wanted this to be and how much space I wanted to leave. So it doesn't matter. It depends on how big you want this little pocket to be at the base. If you're happy with a short little pocket down here, then this is the right depth. And you just fold that up like that. And before you glue it all down, we want to go ahead and we don't want to use that same one because we just used it. But I do have I do have this that we haven't used. This is another, this is called Coffee by Echo Park. And you can use any paper you want to use. You are not bound by any boundaries here on what you choose to use for your cards. Now this one does not need to go all the way down to the bottom. Just 3/4 of the way maybe. And I will cut that off. Put that down here. Make sure it's going to fit. And it's okay if it's just on the inside. That works out great. Erase my pencil lines. You won't see that one down there. Ink up the edges if you like to get rid of those white edges. Now we could use this side if you like. It's a little more colorful. I think maybe that's what we'll do. I kind of like that. And then I'll put the green in this one. Or maybe we'll put this one in that one. And then block it in with the green. That works. Let's go ahead and use this one right in here then. That works for me. On the silicone plate. Which means I have to ink up this side. So this company that I bought the prints from, the Adamo prints, I'm going to contact her about that last card I found because it is actually just really inappropriate in a kit like this without maybe a warning on her site that it's there. I'm thinking she must not have realized that it had about 8 cuss words in it, with several F words. And had I have known, I would not have bought it. But you can't see everything that's in a kit all the time, so I will not be putting their link down in the description box until I contact her and see what she has to say. It could be that she's from another country and she's unaware of the slang in America. You know, it looks like an appropriate card until you get to reading it. And so, anyway, Had I've known, I definitely would not have purchased from her any of the prints that I got. Because I wouldn't trust, I can't trust that they all are appropriate. Now I'm a little bit leery. Okay, so this one is going to go here. I guess if you don't mind that kind of language, you know, I'm not being a prude, don't get me wrong. You know, it's not that. It's just that for a junk journal like this, cooking, it's just not, it was just not an appropriate card. And I'm sure that she is not aware that it's an inappropriate card with that slang, and it talks about, it's supposed to just be like a coffee commercial, you know, a coffee advertisement, but it wasn't. It was about poisoning your husband, and it's just not appropriate, I don't think. So I will contact her, and I will not put the link down below until after I go through everything and notify her about it. So, sorry about that. Okay, let's go ahead and if you saw that card as it was sitting there on my last video, I am very, very sorry. I had no idea. And I'm sure that's how she'll react as well, is that she just didn't know. So definitely not what my channel is for crudeness, not for that. Okay, now we need one down here. And I assumed that I would just put this one down here to match, like I said earlier, to just kind of block it in. So I'm just marking the, I'm not giving measurements because your pocket may be a different size than mine, but you can see that I'm lining this right up on the paper and moving it so that I can get my lines in there appropriately. There we go. So, okay. This is a very fast and very easy card. Oops. I almost put it on the wrong one. I was like, oh, I finished it. No, I didn't. That's the old one. That's the one I did yesterday. Okay. There we go. Let's see if it'll work. So we have a back pocket. Let me find a piece of paper. Excuse my reach there. Oh, wouldn't it look good on a page like that? Ooh, so pretty. So the recipe cards will have to slide in this way. And then you can put another one here. And you can put another one right here if you like. Gotta make sure I didn't glue that down. Or you can just slide in an advertisement here. Easy peasy, uses up 2 big book pages if you want to use up those book pages that you've torn out of another book. And super fast, super simple. And then we could decorate it up, but before we do, let's go ahead and decorate it right now. Let's take care of it. I think we have time because it's such a fast pocket. Let's see. That's a Jello one. I'm a little leery of these right now. Let's go back here and see what we have. This is called My Kitchen by Just Digital Papers on Etsy. Here's a little pan we could cut out. It just had some different things in it. Now we could just use something like one of these. It's a fairly small kit, but I thought the pieces were interesting. Get rid of those. That card there is not really appropriate either. Not on this kit. This kit's fine. And something kind of neat about this is we could use these pieces on a page, I bet. I'll have to look at that. Small scissors, please. Sorry about my quietness. I'm thinking about those prints and what I'm going to say in my letter. Oh, it'll be very appropriate and very nice because I really think that she just is unaware of what it is. If she is aware, then she should put a little disclaimer on it that it has some inappropriate language cards. Okay, so here's this. I kind of like that on there. It does stick up a little bit, but that's okay. And then the one thing I liked about this kit was it had these little pockets, and I thought those were would be really appropriate for some of the. And I love the mixer. I think that's cute. Okay. This might be too big for this pocket. I think I'll put that piece over there, even though it looks like it should be at the top. Or could go this way. And at least that way it's sticking off the page. So you could stiffen this piece up with a little bit of your paper. Just glue it down and make it just a little firmer so that it doesn't catch on things and get all bent up and weird. Okay. Yeah, that'll be a lot better. Harder to cut. Okay. Cut that little piece off right over there. Now the only reason I'm doing that is because it kind of hangs over the edge there. And this will keep it from bending here on the handle. Okay, so that's going to go there. And this is going to go here, so I'll put those on. And then once again, I'm reminding myself to keep things as flat as possible so that we don't have a great big chunky journal that bends all our recipes. Now if you wanted on here, you could go ahead and poke the holes and put the string in there. That would the twine, or you know, piece of flat leather lacing, you know, that's up to you, but you could do that. Got my thumbprint on there. Okay, now this piece, we want to keep the glue somewhere down in here. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of paper under here. Let's see, did I want it to go that way? I think I did. And then I want to put just a little more glue down in here. There we go. And that just gives it a very quick and simple decoration. If you want to cut out some of these coffee cups and put in here, or if you have the My Porch prints, she has the beautiful teacups that you could use. But see how quick and simple that is? I mean, it's just fantastically simple. So I do need to cut this down just a little bit. And I want to trim my corners a little bit. And I'm just doing that because it gets rid of bulk. at the bottom and top. Okay, now this is very quick and very, very simple. So you can decide if you want it to be this size or if you want it to be a full size. This one I made this size. Now if I were to take if I were to take let me make sure this is appropriate. Okay. Let's go with this Mary Frances cookbook. The only reason I'm picking this one is because there's two of them, so I can do the front and the back of the card. Okay, so if we took two advertising cards and we have this one, but now we're going to make one similar but different. And let's use, excuse me, my nose is running again. We haven't used this yet. Let's see. Guess that would be okay. So we need it to be just a little wider than this. That really doesn't work, does it? Ooh. Wow, that's really bright there. Okay. We do have these desserts. Okay, let's use the desserts. This is Echo Park, and this is the coffee. Yeah, coffee. So I'm going to cut this off right here, which is a little bit wider than my cards. Let me clear some of this stuff off. And my cutting machine. Okay, need to cut that bottom off because we don't want that. Then what I did was on this one, we'll need to figure out where we want our card. So if we want it right about there, actually we have to leave room there. Let's cut it off a little bit long right now. Right there we're going to make a score line. Just line this up, keep it flush with the top. And however deep you need to make your score line. There we go, just like that. Let's cut that bottom off. And then let's go ahead and put our little cards on there. How far does that go? Just right to there. What did I do with that hole punch? Oh, that's the one I used. I'm always afraid to use this one. I think I used this one. And I hole punched the one side, or corner punched. Yeah, that's what I did. And then I rounded the other one. But, oh, you know what? It needs to be wider. Oh, toss that one aside for something different. Well, I didn't really like that paper anyway. We're going to go with this one. Much better. Okay. As long as two of them fit on there. And they do. Okay. Needs to be wider than that. So we're going to go right about there. The reason it has to be wider is because we need to take this piece out. We need to put in our little piece there. So I'm just going to take this one and fold it in half. That will be the easy way. And oh my gosh, I am so lost with all this stuff on my desk. I think that's part of the problem. It gets confusing after a bit. Okay. So this is going to go on here. We need to put this marker on there. So what I did for that was I just got a file folder. And this file folder has a long one on it, and I don't really want that big long one. So I'm just going to kind of line that up on there where I want my first one. This one. I guess I could use my envelope cutter, couldn't I? I'm going to draw that line. Then I'm going to flip this over, and I want this to be, I don't know, maybe only about that long. So once again, I'm just going to line it up along that top. And draw my lines. Now I'm going to cut that part off. And you don't want to glue this card together yet. Because it actually gets glued in one little spot. There we go. Now let's corner around this side. Let me put my cap on my glue. Corner rounder right here. And I am going to do a 1/2 inch. And then on this side, I'm going to put on this other one right here. The one that scares me to use because I always mess it up. But sometimes we just have good luck. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply these cards. You can put a backing on them if you'd like. Very simple bookmark to make. took my time. If you want to put a piece of fabric behind this, that would be fine. Should we do that? I haven't used any lately. Need something a little bit wider. Will it go on this one? Yeah, it'll go on this one. Now this won't bulk it up too much. It's fairly thin. The only thing it does do is it kind of covers up your little corner here. I suppose if you wanted, you could make it just slightly smaller. But I'm going to go with it. So this time I'll need my Fabri-Tac to go along the back of this. Get some of the fuzzies off of it. Glad my granddaughter wasn't helping me cut those cards out. I was thinking that she could help me cut them out. But now I can't have her do that. It's disappointing. I'm just doing that gently so that the Fabri-Tac doesn't ooze through the fabric and cause a big stain. Oh, here it is. And, oh, Fabri-Tac. Okay, there's that side. Let's do the other side. And we'll go ahead and put another piece of fabric on there. This is a nice little bookmark for us, so we might as well make it look good. That back. And pull that string. Okay, let's put that one on there. And I'm just kind of lining those fuzzy edges up on each side, just a little bit. And what did I do with my other print? Adventures Among the Kitchen People. She'll scrub and scour you till you ache. Guess she's talking to her pots and pans. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now if you want to put anything else on there, you're sure welcome to. So now let's open this up, and we are going to glue together just this piece right here. Just this. And fold them together. Give that a good press down. Now, if you wanted, this is another good place to put a dangle in your book. It'll hang off the edge. Let's see how it looks on a book page. So there it is. So it is a good place for a little dangle. It's a great bookmark. Mark your favorite recipe there. Yeah, and then it has these on both sides. If you wanted, you could tuck a recipe into it. And then you might have to paper clip it to get it to stay, because this is a loose item, so it, you know. But anyway, perfect little bookmark. And here is the second one that I made earlier. So yeah, definitely if you wanted to, I'm going to have these two sizes, and then I'll make a third one that's a little different size for my third signature. There we go. So I need to decorate that one up. Just a moment, I gotta blow my nose again. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for waiting for me. So, we have time to decorate this one, so we might as well. Let's see. There's a pie. There's a White House coffee. That's an oldie, isn't it? Her coffee has been famous for nearly 40 years. So we could cut her out. She doesn't quite fit though. So we could put a pie on here. Okay. So that will fit. I think I can trim off the extra little white lines. Don't need those on there. I don't think it adds anything to it. Yeah, I think this looks better. So let's put a piece of fabric under that one. And this time let's use that other one. Where did I put it? That's not it. Oh, and what'd you do with it? Oh, there it is. I'm going to trim that off just slightly. And then right about here. And I need to pull some of these edges out on this side. Okay, so let's that's not how I want to do it. That off of there. We don't want that on there. And better ink that up. And you can ink these little cards up as well if you'd like. But I'll leave that up to you. I think I will cut this down just slightly at the base. And I think it will fit a little bit better. And I think I want to quarter round, just 1/4 of an inch. That. Probably not upside down, right? Okay. I had to make sure I had it right set up. I looked at it first and I thought, oh no. So here we are there, and then we just need something down along the bottom. What else did we have on the article? Oh, Crisco. Okay. So let's take this one. Crisco, the one only discovered this sure way to make perfect pie crust. Okay. So I'm going to just use this part. I need to cut this off on the edge, right by the Crisco word. so that I can just put it on there, and I need to trim this a little bit less crooked because crooked always shows when it's on these things. So I'm just going to put that there. Okay, there we go. And then of course, if you want to put the little thing on the edge and make a little dangle there, then this is the time to punch that hole right there. And let me grab a eyelet. They're up above me here. I'll stand up and get it so that I don't plop this on my head. That's a snap. Don't really want to snap. Guess we'll use one of those. Oh. I'll go with, well, I don't really want that color. Go with that one, I guess. And then we'll put that through there. Oops. There we go. And then all it needs is a little bulb pin and a dangle. It's a little charm. Let's see if I have a bulb pin up here. I do, right there. What do I have? It's like a tree of life. I think I'll go with this little flower. This is the little one I stick everything into, and when I fill it up, then it's the leftovers on my desk. When I fill it up, then I go through and distribute it where it needs to go into the right boxes and stuff. So this is going to go on here like this. I need something behind it. I could use this little bit of stuff here. You could use anything you want, really. So just start like this, so that this faces the front. And then make each piece a little bit wider. By that I mean it's getting longer. Just like this, and maybe one more. And then on the last piece, you want to just cut that off a little bit there. And you want to fold it over. Whoops. There. You want to just fold it over and then run it through, and that just kind of makes it all one little piece there. Then what I like to do is just put a little glue on the tip. E6000 works really well. This is just Fabri-Tac. And I like to put it on there and close it, and then I glue it right into place on there. And there you go. So there we are. Two wonderful little page markers. Goes on the side of your page. And let's look at the other one. Let me grab another piece of paper. And you could put your dangle on this one as well. And there we go. Perfect page markers. Now you'll find that recipe. So let's bring you in closer so you can see them a little bit better. So there's one. And here's the second one. Let me put a piece of paper under there so we can, not that one, so we can see them a little bit better without looking at the desk. Okay. How's that? Pretty good, huh? Fast and easy. Both the page markers and our last pocket, which was this one and this one. So there we go. Oh, can't see those. Sorry. Gotta move you back out a little bit. And a little bit more. So there we go. All done. That's what we made for today. And of course I need to embellish this one, but we have the nice little pot on this one. I think that looks cool. And so this concludes all the pieces we need for our book. And so you'll need to make 3 of these and 3 of these, or 1 for each signature. I don't know how many signatures are in your journal. And then, you know, you don't have to finish your ephemera all up. The only thing that it does for you is it makes it much easier to finish the book when these are all ready to go. I still have a belly band to make, 1 of these and 1 more of these. And I think that's what I have left. Oh, and 1 more of these. So, you know, I still have a couple things too. But we will get back together on our next favorite recipes journal. And it will be time to make our cover. Because we have to have someplace to put these beautiful pages, don't we? All right, I will see you later. Thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. It's been fun. We have more to do though, and we're almost done. See you later. Bye-bye.